Alright, take 4. Welcome back to Ghost Preparedness. I so totally messed up the last video, or last attempt at doing this video. But, yes. I had something completely, totally different planned out for tonight. But I got to thinking, it's like, you know what? Every so often, I want to just bunch up a bunch of comments and do a video going over all of them, addressing each and every single one of those comments for a video or just multiple videos. So we're going to do that tonight. We are going to address some of the comments on my Modern Minutemen Militia Loadout, the firearms video I did. There are some comments on there that I want to approach, that I want to address, and talk about, because there's reasonings behind the things that I do. So, yes, let's start off with comment number 1, which was 21 hours ago by Operational AF. LOL, $800 is pushing it to you in the gun world. We definitely can't be friends. So let's sit here and discuss that. I, like many other people out there, don't have several $100s, several $1,000s just laying around to go drop on a firearm. You know, I have responsibilities, I have bills, I have gas money, I have like all this stuff that I need to prioritize and make sure it's taken care of before I go drop money on a new firearm. So yes, I am not in a position to sit there and drop $800 on a new firearm. Would I love to spend that type of money on a firearm? Yes, there are some firearms out there that I have found that I would love to have, but I don't have the money. Like, my bills come first. You know, I will put my bills, my child, my necessities before purchasing a new firearm. Now, if I have a little extra money and I find a nice little firearm, yeah, I'll buy it. But to sit here and drop that type of money right off the bat, it's just not logical for my position at this point in time. At some point, yeah, I will get a much better firearm. Like, without a doubt, like, I have no problems upgrading. You know, it's good to upgrade. It's important to upgrade. But at the end of the day, you know, I don't have that type of money. Now, and in all honesty, if I did have that type of money, if I had just $800 burning a hole in my pocket, I would honestly probably sit there and go buy food. Go invest in some medical supplies. Get on Bear Independence website and purchase one of his medical kits. Like, I would honestly sit there and probably get something along those lines before I got another firearm. You know, because you can't eat your gun. You know, you need food, you need water, you need medical in order to survive. So, yeah, like, that's probably what I would do before dropping that type of money on a firearm. Now, a shotgun, couple $100s for just like a low-end brand. Yeah, it's not the end of the world. Like, it's whatever. You know, bills are covered, etc., etc. Smoking's bad for you. Something I need to correct. But yeah, there's that comment. Moving on. Secret Agent 12 days ago commented, "No face, no case." I don't quite understand as to what you're getting at. Random person, male, female, whoever you are. I don't understand your comment. Maybe I'm just not smart enough to. I don't know. Continuing on. Jerry, however you say your last name, 12 days ago commented, "LOL, you're really going to cheap out on a tool to defend your life. LOL. Good luck with that." I would definitely bet my life on the abilities of a shotgun to defend myself, my home, and my family. I have no doubt in my mind that somebody breaks into my house, I put a slug in their chest, buckshot in their chest, they're going down. I have no doubt in the ability of a shotgun to do its job, to defend the house, to defend myself, to defend my family. Like, I have no doubt at all. Would an AR-15 be nice in that type of situation? Yeah, without doubt. Like, an AR-15 would be great. AK-47, whatever. It'd be great. But I live in New York. I don't like breaking the law. We're gonna dive into that one at some point in this video. Carrying on. Okay, here we go. West Virginia Patriot. What is a clip? Oh, for the love of God. I'm just such a terrible person that I referred to a AR-15, AK-47, whatever, as a clip-fed rifle. I am terribly sorry. It's just the end of the world. Magazine fed. There we go. Continuing on. Alright, here's the next one. Raptor King, 2 weeks ago. First 2 minutes of video already lost credibility when he said clip-fed rifle. It's a mag or magazine. Yeah, there is a difference. This isn't World War II. And why would I want to beat the hell out of a $2,000 rifle? Simple. If it's going to break, fail under normal wear and tear or under any kind of adverse conditions, there's no way it will last under battle type conditions. Shotties are fine as long as you're within 50 yards. After that, you're outgunned unless you're using slugs. Then you can extend your range to 150 to 200 yards. And you better damn well know how to speed load with only 5 rounds in the tube. One suggestion, get out of New York. So let's break down this comment. Once again, I am so terribly sorry. I am a terrible person. It's not a clip-fed rifle. It's a magazine, mag, whatever. Holy crap. Such a terrible person. Moving on to the rest of this comment. Why would I want to beat the hell out of a $2,000 rifle? I maintain my firearms. Each and every single one that I own. I maintain my firearms. But I'm sorry, like, if I buy a $2,000 weapon, a $2,000 rifle, I do not want... And maybe this is something that I'm just personally overthinking, but I personally don't want to do the things that I do with my current firearms with a $2,000 firearm. I'm sorry, it's just personal opinion, personal preference. Like, my 20 gauge that I have right now, that my primary weapon, I will run that thing through the mud until, whatever. Like, without a doubt, and it still runs perfectly fine. A few months ago, like, I was messing around making videos before I screwed up this previous channel. Dove into a giant mud pile, completely beat the hell out of my shotgun. I do a lot of things with my firearms, and I've never had an issue with it. And it really honestly just falls down to personal preference. Yes, I am 100% sure that a $2,000 firearm would be perfectly fine beating the hell out of. As long as, obviously, you maintain it, clean it, etc., etc. But I can't bring myself to sit here and beat the hell out of a $2,000 rifle. I can't do it. Like, that's just my personal preference there. But yeah. Is there anything else I can add out of this comment? As for speed loading, I'm not necessarily looking to actually, like, dive into a full-fledged war. Heaven forbid if, World War III were to happen, I am going to stay put for as long as humanly possible. I'm in a position to where I don't need to bug out, where I don't need to, vacate the city or anything like that. I'm in a position to where I can sit here and be perfectly fine. Granted, if a conflict comes to me, that's a little bit of a different story, but I'm not going out to look for a fight. First of all, I don't have the people, I don't have the group, the community, the tribe to even think about doing that. Even if I did have an AR-15, like, I don't have the manpower to sit here and be like, oh, there's an entire, battalion of whoever, whatever. I'm not going to go diving head first into a situation like that. Like, absolutely not. At most, I'm going to sit back and observe and go back to my base camp. Like, I'm not looking for a fight. If a fight comes to me, completely different story. Like, I will approach that if and when that point ever comes. Okay, yes. And as for getting out of New York, it is on the list of things that need to be done. There is a lot that I need to do before that type of move is even remotely possible. Long story stuff that's not really going up on this channel. I mean, no, not like legal issues or anything stupid like that, but just personal reasons that I'm not putting up on this channel that are keeping me in New York until further notice. Subject to change at any time, but at this point in time, leaving New York tomorrow isn't necessarily an easy possibility. Trust me, I want to get out of New York. Like, taxes are ridiculous, government's ridiculous, people are ridiculous in this state. So yes, like, I definitely 100% want to get out of New York, but that time will come, it's just not yet. And then finally, Coroner Chris 2 weeks ago commented, "Good luck, LMAO." Yeah, good luck. Like I said before, I will bet my life on a shotgun. I will 100% bet my life on a shotgun to protect me, my family, my property, etc. So, yeah. I've noticed a little bit of a trend here with the shotgun, running as my primary. I'm going to continue running a shotgun as my primary. I need to locate more 12 gauge ammo so I can switch back over to the 12 gauge because it's a lot better than a 20 gauge. But yeah, I am perfectly comfortable running a 12 gauge. And like one of the other comments on there is like, you run with what you're comfortable with. If you're comfortable with a bolt action rifle, you run that bitch until you have nothing left. If you work with that firearm, if you sit there and put in the blood, sweat, and tears to become proficient with that weapon, run it. I mean, yes, some firearms are better for certain situations than others. There's no argument there, like, ever. But at the end of the day, you run with what you have. Whether you're on a budget and you can only afford a bolt action 30-06 that was passed down to you from your great-grandfather, whatever. If that's all you can afford to run with at this point in time, then run with it. Get a good bit of ammo with it. Get some training with it. Build a loadout to, sustain yourself. Whatever. Just because you're not running some tactical AR-15 doesn't mean you're gonna die. Just means that you need to approach certain situations with a different mindset and be smart about your actions. Like, that's all that really means. Shotgun, 22. I mean, me personally, a 22, I honestly would sit there and do everything you can to upgrade from a 22. I mean, I'm sure you can do it. but it would definitely not be an ideal situation. So if you run into 22, yes, try to upgrade as fast as humanly possible. But yeah, that's kind of all I have for this video. People get pretty butthurt over certain things, and the video I got coming up here in about a month or so, I'm pretty sure people are going to get butthurt over that one too. But yeah. That's all I have for this video, so if you like the video, hit the like button. If not, please feel free to hit the dislike button. I have to knock out another video for the second channel, so I will see you guys at a later time.